Hi, my name is Alana Campbell from You Have a Life Plan, and thank you for taking the time to listen to me address some of the common fears I've heard some potential clients say about working with me, and it's totally okay. It's normal to have fears when you go into this kind of work. So here are some of the fears that I've heard people say. One is like, what will people say if I tell them that I believe in this? And they might tease me, they might judge me, they might get mad at me. And yeah, if you learn a little bit about a new system and you're not too sure about it and you share it with people who might question you, they may question you and you may not have good answers and they may talk you out of something that you thought was actually really good. And so I'm not here to pressure you in any way, but it may be good to do a little bit more research or to come for a full session or to ask me a few more questions. Or if people question you, come back to me and ask me. I shared this with my partner and now he's asking me this. And now I'm like, I'm not too sure. And I'm definitely not here to convince anybody to do something that they're not totally aligned with and interested in finding out about. But if you have more questions, just ask me. There's lots I can share with you. I don't feel bad in any way if people question things. Like I questioned it myself in the beginning. And then another fear that some potential clients have had is like, how could you see me so clearly? I only talked to you for like 5 minutes and you can see like all the things I've been trying to hide. And this is not about me trying to point out all the things you've been trying to hide. This is about me letting you know that it's okay. It's okay to have certain personality traits that you wish you didn't have. It's okay to have certain fears. It's okay to have certain things, that, yeah, you think is wrong with you, because we all have things that we think are wrong with them. We're all growing. And when you see that those things that you thought were wrong with you are actually just in your design, that's just how you're built, then you can start to relax and go, okay, if I'm built that way, now how do I cope? It's not about trying to not be how we are. It's about, okay, what do we do? What do we do about it? Because every little thing about you and everything, little thing about every one of us is a gift. It's just about getting to that point. And then there are some people who they're just not ready. They're not ready to change or undo the things that they already believe. They may be comfortable with their life. They may think they already know who they are, and that's okay. If that's where you're at, if you're comfortable, if you already know or whatever, that's okay. But there are some people who they want better. They want to grow. They want things to be easier. And so looking at how you're built and how you're designed can do that for you. And I believe that, some clients feel that, life's hard enough. I don't want to add extra stuff. Like I'm happy enough the way I am, and to change that, it's going to be too much work. And I'm not here to add more to your plate. I'm actually here to take things off your plate, because a lot of us are trying to do a lot of things that we're not designed or meant to do. And we're trying to like keep up with everybody else. And it's not about keeping up with everybody else. It's about figuring out who you are, doing your thing, and dropping the rest. Like you don't have to worry about at least half of the things that you're worrying about right now. So it's not about making your life harder. It's about making your life easier. And then finally, some people, I'm sure this is really common in all businesses, say, I just can't invest the time or the money. And, I'm not here to convince anybody that they should put their money and time, and that's a personal decision for everybody. But when it comes to time and money, I know a lot of people who spend 5 years, 10 years, 20 years working with another kind of practitioner. I don't need to name any kinds. There's many kinds out there, and they get nowhere. They're still nowhere 10, 15, 20 years later. And, clients see differences from working with me for a session. Like their whole life can change in one session. Some stay for 2 or 4 or 7. If they want to look at like their whole family and their business and all kinds of different things, they may stay for longer. But that is not a huge investment to completely change your life. So it's really up to you what you want to spend your time and money on. But this is probably the most efficient way to get to where you want, because, as I mentioned, I can see a lot in like 5 minutes. And then when I do a little bit of research, I can see a lot more. And then we can really cut to the chase and move you forward fast. So it's not really that big of a time and investment to work with me. And then I just want to give you a little bit of a glimpse of what it is really like to work with me. So I want you to know, like, I'm 100% accepting of where my clients are at. I'm not here to tell you that you need to parent this way, or you need to do your job that way, or you need to follow this kind of dream. Like, we're all different. And so I don't really make judgments going in about, where I'm going to drive you to be, because that's not up to me. I will research your unique psychology. I will present to you what's there. We'll have a discussion on how you experience that and how you feel about that. And then I'll feel into your energy while we're talking. And this session may go in a completely different direction than I expected it to go. And that's okay, because it's a dance between the information that's there and where is your energy at? Where do you want to go? So I'm really using the data in the systems and using how your energy feels to guide you. And I'm totally okay with clients questioning, my methods and questioning, and saying, I'd like to go in a different direction, or I'd like to do it this way. Like, that's okay. You drive the session. I provide the information that I have and the guidance that I can provide. And I question these systems too. So, I've been in your shoes, and I never put any pressure on my clients. Like, it's okay if you're unsure, if you have questions, if you're not ready to book right now, whatever it is, I'm always here, and I'm always willing and open to work something out. So if you are ready, or when you are ready, I invite you to book a free 15-minute consultation. And even if you've already had a consultation and you kind of wandered away and somebody talked you out of it, or it just wasn't the right time and you want to come back and check in again, that's okay. So just go ahead. My website is yourlifeplan.ca, and you can click on book online and you can book a free 15-minute, no obligation consultation, and we can sort of see where you're at and see what I can offer you. And if it works for you, great. And if not, that's fine. And I just appreciate your time and your interest. And thank you. Have a great day.